talk to me. We saw you.
I need to see.
With the compromised agents.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
We're big fans. They come out, they're actually like a spinning blade.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
That works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, no loot. I love her style. The haircut, the cuffed shirt, kind of feels a little old-fashioned, almost as though this is a oh, your hand is clipping there, like Bureau Declassified. And then also, I remembered the scientists, the live-action scientist, reminded me of the scientists at the beginning of the game in Prey, e.g. they're holding the coffee mug. Is this my coffee? What the? That's what I was instantly reminded of about those happy-go-lucky scientists trying to just, like, do science. Very dangerous science, but science nonetheless. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the old house. With the appropriate harmonization device, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. Control points were discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole. But testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Architrav says, Emily, you're creepier than the floating people. She does have kind of a bit of a toothy grin. Also, her hair seems to be very weirdly pixelated, and also I'm gonna raise the dialogue volume even a little bit more. I have everything basically on high though, so the fact that her hair is a little bit wonky, not much I can do about that. All right, let's see. Federal agent, no name.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
I don't know if it didn't work. She's definitely not corrupted anymore. Instead, she is vaporized? I don't know. And he says, how does the game look? It looks fine on my end. Hopefully it doesn't look too garbage on Twitch's end. You know, limited amounts of what I can work with.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
I love that the hotline is just this child's red telephone. I love the dramatic build-up to what is essentially a toy. I also love the fact that it is suspended apparently inside of Magneto's prison.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
We have a lot of conversation, oh lord. I'm just gonna mute myself, take a drink, and do some dialogue.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
1 second.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
I accept your logical reasoning, apparently. Yes, I'm going to turn up the volume even more.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks. So HRAs stop you from becoming Hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Well, I suppose it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Let's go to 55. Perfect. All right, continue on. Sir, hello, what the? He looks like a freaking mannequin. He looks like if Mark Zuckerberg was put into this game. An unblinking, expressionless face. Look at those eyes. What are you looking at? Oh, wait a minute. If I can go inside of their heads. Oh. Yes. Perfectly smooth eyeballs with retinas in the back of their heads. Yes. I love it. Now this wants me to interact with this. Fast travel and outfits. Fast travel, good to know. Outfits, don't care too much. So there's the sector elevator. That's the boardroom. This is where we're going, and I can see the game saying go this way. Yes.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Something coming through the speakers. And also loot! What do you do with undefined reading? I've got no freaking idea, but we'll find out one of these days. I can use my gun too. Tomasi. They said that Tomasi was not... Okay, go ahead, can I get in there? They said that Tomasi was not... He's the sector department lead and also was not wearing the HRA. So if he was turned into a hiss, why is he talking? Because the other ones aren't talking. It's very interesting that there is this distinction being made between him and other ones. It's really hard to aim that. I think I have to actually use the aiming to hit it. Because if I'm just running, I just smash whatever's in front of me. Shatter projectile choke. Pardon? Personal mod, weapon mod. Oh, projectile spread, reload speed. Exclusive to shatter. Well, I can equip reload speed, and then we have a personal mod. More health per element pickup, energy recovery speed, and health up. I guess just give me health up for now. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Whole bunch of inns and motels. Accommodations $800, meals $700, gas $300, minibar $300. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power while drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road! Very, like, drab and dull work being done by the agents in the control bureau here. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. I wonder what kind of shenanigans could occur if an item gets released and removed.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
E.g., not yet. It's like in Alien Isolation, we have to find a way to like get rid of the mold in the room. How did that miss? There we go. I really wish there was a slot. Oh, there is a crouch. It just wasn't working before. Oh, but I can't crouch and shoot at the same time. I was gonna say, I would really like to be able to like run, crouch, and do a slide. Something tells me that's not in this game though. Dead Letters. Dead Letter Society? Where are we? We're here up in the cafeteria. We stand above you while you dream. We get it, Tomagasi. I don't know why in my head I was gonna call him Degrassi. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, but also Degassi, which is the name of a ship from Dead Space? That's not correct. It's the name of a ship in something, though. Oh, Subnautica. Due to recent fluctuations, the area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Red to green. Okay. Well, I gotta know what's for lunch. Oh, they're not serving lunch. I did get some material, though, and then fire rate boost seems unnecessary. And there's nothing here. Okay. So we need to go. I mean, our objective is dead letters, so. Ah, yes, I think I'm in the right spot. Also, Tomagasi, can you just, like, shut up, please? Give me a second. Architrave says, you say Tagasi, I say Bentuzi. Oh! You mean, aren't the Bentuzi the alien race in Homeworld? Wow, that shield you have is annoying. Connie says, I will never get tired of those area intros. It's satisfying, is what it is. To just get the, well, that didn't work. I ruined my cover, though, that's interesting. It is satisfying to get those big area intros. Here's something over there. Greetings, Rector Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections on related topics found amongst the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranormal world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is a perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Thank you again, Bartwell. That didn't work. Do as you're told. Don't eat mold. What is with the mold? I gotta go this way. What is it with people eating mold? Are they children? Do we employ children at the Dead Letter Society? Maybe that's, maybe we have to. Maybe it's one of the conditions of the SCP that is the oldest house. In order to prevent the house from, becoming alive and killing humanity a la Cabin in the Woods, we have to satisfy its hunger for children. All right. I guess this is just one of the jobs of the director. Constantly go around and put your hand on the ground. Fast travel unlocked. Hello.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
I like his energy because he's clearly a scientist who is extremely excited about his work, and even though it's so minor, he's extremely proud of his endeavors. We launched a cup! I can appreciate his attitude. Clearance level 2. It looks like it's just loot. Oh no, that's the computer screen. He also seems like a nice guy.
We're on the right track.
I mean, he did provide people with the ability to not become hissified. Sounds like he's working for the benefit of everyone, right? More bathrooms. I have to wonder, because this is the House of Power, I have to wonder if these are the same bathroom, just being shifted through time and space to different parts of the house. That didn't hurt. Of course. Pneumatics. Of course, there's one guy alive. Weird. And we almost got to him before he got freaking yeeted by some canisters. Maybe we should not go that way.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it.
Jesus.
We need to cleanse it.
Reach the object of power to cleanse it. Cover to cover. C to crouch. I'm more of a control fan myself, but you know what? Let's trust the game on this one. If I just jump every time it shoots, do you think I'll be okay? I'm sorry for the screen shake, by the way. Is it firing flares at me? Please stop. Do you want to fling stuff at me? I can fling stuff too. I don't think I can make that jump. You gonna shoot? Yep. It's the floppy disk. Just wave your hands in the air. The floppy disk nuke can be bound to gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe,
It's
Director.
harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed.
The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings?
I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Hold E to grab, release E to launch. There's a power meter at the top of the screen. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm out of power. I'm out of juice. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong key. Although... no, it just doesn't shoot it. It does kind of make me want to rebind the push, but I think that's okay. Oh, middle mouse works as well. Perfect, perfect. Into the whole slot to advance. You talking to me? One of these days there's gonna be a gap there. She kind of controls like a tank. Not the easiest method of control. Destroy the copies. Oh my god, that does so much damage. So far there's been no ammo in the game, but that is way more efficient than using the gun. Zero, welcome. Do you need to take drugs before playing? This game, it wouldn't hurt. Can I still shoot him? Let me get closer. Excuse me. The hiss noise is burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop, mute them, director. So I guess the board, aka the weird aliens that control the house, are having a bit of an invasion that it wants us to deal with. You've completed the tutorial.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Just like we wanted. And now, grab the flammable thing and yeet it. There's a guy up there. Oh, I mean, the shield guys were really annoying to take out. So to be able to take them out in one shot or nearly one shot and knock them flat on their ass. Dude, I love it. I don't even have to aim it, it like snaps onto you. I like it. Flammable. All right. I just wanted to know if it worked. The answer is yes, it does work. Now the cardboard box, on the other hand, might not be a acceptable weapon. I don't know, it seemed like it worked pretty well. Oh. Dragged it through him and knocked him on his ass. What about this? It's not, you okay there? It's not explosive, but packs a punch.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Had to test. All right, you know what? You're not gonna stop me from getting loot. House memory material. Still don't know what that does. There's so much stuff in this box. I just like playing with the physics. Oh my god. Tagasi, could you just shut up? You know what I should do is just try to like shoot the speakers and see if that kind of helps to fix it. Have a drink! That's pretty good. Look, I'm just easily amused, okay? Bear with me. The earworm is insane in the first and the second and the third. Man, cool it, dude.
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby. This must open the door.
Ugh. Sorry, man. Claim control point. So this one wasn't even like a destructified. It was just a normal control point. Bathrooms. It's dark in here. Upstairs. Oh. Seekers Jr. says there's nothing like a gravity gun mechanic. Every game needs a gravity gun. Also, every gun needs whiskey. Sorry. Did you see that? Whoa, what the frick? Something in this room that like had a weird effect glow on it. I don't know what it was. It like disappeared in a puff of purple crystals. I have no idea. And then, like every time we do that, little tiny rocks spawn in the air and then kind of disappear. Alcatraz says, random thought, if the monsters are invisible, would you still be more afraid of the dark? I'm not afraid of the dark. You are.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, When no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
I think that's less ghost and more sleepwalking.